You were talking a little bit earlier about the script. Can you tell me how you came about the script and how it all started?
It comes from the twisted minds of our writers, who are the most unassuming guys you'll ever meet. They write some twisted stuff, but the thing about it was, the thing that really attracted us to this script wasn't the fact that it was just horror for horror or torture porn or this and that happening just for no reason, but there was a very specific reason for everything that happened. And whether it's twisted in their mind as the right motivation for trying to find this cathartic thing for Anna or what have you, in everybody's mind they were doing what was right. So that really intrigued us, because a lot of times you can just check out of a movie when you just don't agree or you don't see how a character got to a certain place. The best villains are the ones that think they're the hero of the movie. So I think all the characters.
Good answer.
I stole that from somebody.
Your movie Shut In is Ramaskriks opening film, and it's the first screening of the film in Norway. Could you tell us a little bit about the movie and how it's been received on other screenings?
Well, the movie's... My mom loved it when we screened it at my house. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we had a garage screening in his mom's house.
Yeah.
No, the film, for those who don't know, is about an agoraphobic woman who is the unfortunate victim of a home invasion. We world premiered at the Los Angeles Film Festival in June of this year, 2015, and have subsequently played at Fright Fest here. We're playing at Toronto
Los
After
Angeles
Dark.
Film Festival.
LA, where we world premiered, and Toronto After Dark this coming weekend, actually tomorrow. And then my hometown of Twin Cities, Minnesota, lots of Scandinavian people there. Hopefully they'll receive it well. But it's been great.
The third festival, right?
This is the third festival we've screened it at thus far.
So they hated it everywhere else, so they figured, let's try this one. Third time's a charm, right?
Right. No, it's been really well received. The audience seems to really enjoy the twists and turns, which is kind of what makes this film unique in the way it deals with home invasion and how it kind of flips it on its head. So we've been very pleased with a lot of smart questions, a lot of enthusiastic crowds. So.
You also worked on The Book of Eli, that features Denzel Washington and Mila Kunis. What's the biggest difference in producing a horror film and an action drama film?
It's hard. I don't know what the biggest difference is, but one of the major differences is that for horror movies, you don't necessarily need to get stars in the movie. There's a lot less pressure. So on casting. And because the movie itself, the concept is usually the star of the film. So when you're making the movie, you can take a lot more risks. When you're making a big action movie, it's usually more expensive. You usually have to pay more to get a bigger star. You have to all that, and what you end up doing is then there's a lot more voices involved and a lot more people who have opinions that ultimately maybe possibly the movie gets compromised or it may not be as risky. So you can take a lot more risks with horror movies, which I really like.
Yes. You were talking a bit about the inspiration here and we've been into that theme. And I was just thinking, you as a director, did you have any references that you brought into the movie from yourself, from other movies perhaps, or what were your ideas, what were your thoughts about the script? Because it's kind of funny that you mentioned about torture porn, because this film actually reminds me a bit about Saw.
Yeah, people have drawn that comparison. When we sat down to make this, we pretty much...
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like that movie. We watched every home invasion movie you could think of. It's a mix of Panic Room, a mix of Straw Dogs, a mix of Saw, kind of all those kind of things put together. So we really sat down and just pulled out every home invasion movie you could possibly think of and just watched them all to see what they had done, to what effect, did it work, did it not work, and just kind of stole all the best parts, I guess.
How was it to work together on the movie?
Absolutely horrible. This guy just tormented me for, he's great. Eric's great. We met, this is the first movie we've done together. We met, very early on in the process, and he's a great creative producer. He was on the set in the edit, helping with some rewrites what we had to do with the writers. Very smart, he loves genre, which is key. Sometimes genre films are made for just financial reasons, but Eric, you can tell he really cares about it, and the movie is the most important thing. So now you have
That
time
is
to
true.
tell me how cool I
That
am.
is true.
Nice.
No, and you were fantastic to work with. No, the truth is, I've worked with several first-time directors, and Adam was great. I've worked with some first-time directors, and it hasn't. They've all been great, actually. They're all going to see this. No, it was really great. It was great to work with somebody who also loves the genre, but especially, it's not just about genre, it's about loving a good story and good characters, and that's the most important thing, and making sure the movie's as good as possible. One of the things that Adam insisted on, and also Brian
Netto, my producing partner, who is also creative
he's
producer.
not here right now,
Yeah.
but both of them together, they insisted that everyone, all the people who came in and were considered for the lead actress, read for the role, because they really wanted someone who could really do it, because it was a very tough, difficult role, and to me that just speaks to their commitment to the quality of the film. So I appreciate it.
Oh man.